the towel in too quickly. Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 2-Minute Torah, day number 5, the conclusion of the Torah portion, Shemot, names. The history of those who are named at the opening of this book and their descendants. As we read the opening page of this Torah portion, we find, as we stated earlier, that there is a Pharaoh who arises to power who does not know Joseph. You would think that that is the epicenter of the story, as powerfully as it opens, but it's just the beginning. When Israel began to cry out bitterly under the oppression of their slavery and their circumstance, they may have surmised this is the end. We never get out of here. We never get back to what it used to be when we were here. Where is the prosperity? Where are the good times? Where is the previous generation that knew how to hear from Elohim? Does he even know who we are anymore? That would have been a good time to throw in the towel, but it wasn't time yet. Moshe's on the backside of the desert. He's been there for 40 years. He's working for his father-in-law. He's keeping somebody else's sheep. He's married to a woman that is from a different ethnicity and group than he, and they're raising children to be more Midianite perhaps than Hebrew. Moshe, he doesn't know who he is. Is he a Hebrew in hiding? Is he a Mitzrite that is a fugitive? Is he now a Midianite adoptee? Who is he? That would have been a good time for Moshe just to say, I quit, I'm done, and throw in the towel. He's leading his father-in-law's sheep in the middle of nowhere. He's gone too far. He's now in the wilderness. Is he lost? But can I tell you that Yah knew exactly who he was, where he was, what was going on with his people, and what the answer, the plan was. Never throw in the towel. Never throw up your hands and say, that's it, I've gone far enough, I quit. Because the plan of Yah really hasn't begun yet. He has allowed the circumstances to develop as they have in order that the initiation of his plan for deliverance and overall kingdom production to come about. At the time of this recording, I am as frustrated, angry, disappointed, all these lists of negative emotions as anyone else in the nation of America. Yesterday, again at the time of this recording, things were supposed to go differently. We were supposed to see a grand constitutional display take place. We were supposed to see a great defense of our values and our hearts. And it would seem that there are people who we elected to represent us who represent themselves and not their constituents. Many today, as I've heard responses and seen social media posts, have posted their outrage, their anger, their resentment, their despondency, and for many, it would seem that they're ready to throw in the towel. Can I tell you, it's not time to throw in the towel. Not yet. You see, Yah has a plan. And I don't want to be pie in the sky in a prophetic word here. This is not a message that we're going to see the grandeur of the republic restored. This is not about casting down leaders who we perceive have failed us. This is about being still and knowing that He is Yah and that He has a plan. Yah is up to something, and we're going to have to simply trust Him in this. Now, Moshe stood toe-to-toe, the rabbis say, for some 30 days. debating with Yah as to why he was unqualified, the wrong choice, and begging, please choose someone else to go and to deliver this people. Moshe finally accepts the role and the call that Yah is requiring of him. Dare we say he did it under protest. He arrives in Mitzrayim. He does what Yah tells him to do. He gathers the elders and says, the Elohim of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he has visited with me, and he has sent me here to be a deliverer, that Yah is going to use me to cause Pharaoh to allow us to go free. Now, what are they hearing? Are they thinking anything is better than this? Are they thinking we're going to be free then to re-engage in Mitzrayim society as a free people and no longer slaves? Are they thinking we're going to go across the Nile River somewhere or the Red Sea and start another nation just on the other side? Do they really understand the process that is now in front of them and is to be required of them? That they are going to go into the wilderness for the purpose of their hearts being revealed, a purging to take place, and unbeknownst to them, they're going to lose an entire rebellious, disobedient, hard-hearted, stiff-necked generation. As you and I are now looking out on the horizon, and perhaps many of us are saying it doesn't look good, if the political leadership that is at this point destined to take power, if they effect their agenda, we're sunk. No, we're not. Do not throw in the towel. Do not even look for the time or the occasion where that will be necessary. Let's understand this. Yah has a plan. Now, he sent Moshe in to confront Pharaoh, intentionally knowing that the initial response was going to be negative. Pharaoh was going to huff and puff and threaten to blow their houses down. He was going to make things harder. The people were going to reject Moshe as a leader. Yah knew before Moshe ever gave his father-in-law the sheep back that his initial efforts were going to fail. He knew that the people would reject him. He knew that Pharaoh would harden his heart. But he raised up Moshe anyway, because when the plan began to take hold, Pharaoh would crumble like powder. He would fold like a piece of paper. He was going to yield before the power of Yah. Again, we're not talking about necessarily the resurrection of the American Republic, but about freeing people to their destiny, about freeing people to receive his kingdom. And so if this nation must needs go through a time where judgment is qualified, measured, and delivered, do not throw in your towel. Understand Yah has his plan, and it will be brought to pass in perfection to the nth degree, and those that resist him will be ground into powder. You do not want to stand alongside them. At the end of chapter number 5 of the book of Exodus or Shemot, Moshe complains, why have you done evil to this people? Why did you send me? Ever since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he's done evil to this people. You've not delivered your people at all. And Yah says in chapter 6, verse 1, now see what I would do to Pharaoh. I'm not done yet. Do not throw in your towel. Shabbat Shalom. Be encouraged. Pray. And we'll see you next week.